I've got a confession to make. I'm not a huge fan of smartwatches. That's why I thought, instead of telling you you should get one yourself through the link in my video description,
Yeah, boy.
I'll do the opposite and tell you why you should not get a smartwatch to ultimately save you from wasting your money. But first, welcome back to the channel. I'm Toby, and when it comes to smartwatches, I've always been very critical. Not just because I like actual watches better, there's a deeper reason. Let me explain. For you to understand, we first must go over the main benefits why people buy smartwatches. Sadly, a lot of these cool benefits and features become absolutely useless once we address a huge problem smartwatches are facing, which we'll get to in a moment. First on our list, fitness and health. I totally get that it's a cool thing to track your burned calories or the distance you ran during a workout. Here, the only downside is the watch itself. Are you personally comfortable wearing a watch all the time during your workout? This is personal preference. I just know when I'm working out my forearms, those get pumped up. I couldn't imagine wearing a watch because it would just get extremely tight and sit uncomfortably on my wrist. But as I said, this is totally personal preference. But where it becomes a deal breaker and is definitely extremely uncomfortable is with our benefit number 2, the sleep tracking. While a lot of smartwatches have the option to track your sleep, the quality of your sleep, how long you slept, such as the different sleep states, it's a total deal breaker that obviously to track those stats with your watch, you have to wear it while you sleep. I don't know about you, but I really can't stand wearing something a little bigger, a little heavier on my wrist while I sleep. If the main reason behind you wanting to buy a smartwatch is fitness, health, and sleep tracking related, I suggest you get something else, like the Whoop tracker. At first you may ask, but how is this any different? Well, this band can also be strapped around your biceps, where it's not as annoying as on your wrist. In the end, it all comes down to what are you most likely to wear all the time and what is the least bothering to you. Also, when it comes to the tracking capabilities, I would say that the Whoop tracker is a lot more capable, especially when it comes to sleep tracking. Next on our list, convenience. I must admit, smartwatches can do some pretty cool stuff. You can receive notifications, so that you don't have to take out your phone. You can use navigation services such as Google Maps to navigate, because those watches also usually have a GPS built in, and even make phone calls. Sadly, all these cool features become absolutely useless once we get to the big problem. Still, there's one benefit I absolutely can't argue with, and that is the emergency system that is built in some of the newer devices. I mean, how could I? That the smartwatch, after a hard fall, automatically calls for emergency is an awesome thing. Also, a dedicated car crash detection? Amazing. But these two alone are just not big reasons enough to justify a buying decision for a smartwatch. But honestly, if the emergency features were even better, I could see people buying smartwatches just because of that. Like, for example, a heart attack detection that then automatically calls for emergency. And last but not least, buying a smartwatch just because it's new, it connects to your phone, it's a tech gadget, you know, consumerism. But chances are, if you just wanted to buy a smartwatch for consumption, you wouldn't be watching this video right now. As I said, these benefits combined, it's usually one of them that makes someone buy a smartwatch. It's time for the juicy stuff, for the big problem. One quick thing before that, I've been putting a lot of work and effort into making these videos for you lately, so it would be amazing if you consider subscribing, and also if you enjoyed watching this video so far, leave a thumbs up. Back to the video. To access a smartwatch's full capabilities, it needs to be connected to your phone. You probably see where I'm going with this. To use your watch properly for functions like making calls, navigating, getting notifications, so many features are only available if you have your phone with you. Although there's the option for some smartwatches to use them with an extra SIM card to connect to the mobile network, so that you're not fully dependent on your phone, but instead get the internet connection from the mobile network, almost no one does that. Making the smartwatch not a separate device, but just an extension to your smartphone. Get this, now you're not carrying around just your phone, but an extension in form of your smartwatch and also your phone. So now you're carrying around one more extra thing. One more thing to consider: do we really want another technical device interfering with our real life? Think about it. We're already spending so much time on our smartphones. If we now add another technical gear that we carry around all the time, that even reminds us that we've got notifications on our phone, to then check our phone and waste even more time scrolling, basically. Is that a good thing? I know that this is a little off topic, but personally lately I've been trying to reduce my screen time and overall gain back control over when and how long I'm looking onto my phone screen. In my opinion, it would simply do you more harm than good. I fully get that first it's probably very fun to tap around on the little touch screen and use all these different smartwatch applications, but after time it gets boring. And not just boring, also draining and exhausting. As you have your smartphone with you anyway, so that the smartwatch even works, why would you take the extra time and do everything on that little screen when you could just take out your phone and do it on there? You could do it way faster, it's more convenient, you've got all your data on there. Makes no sense. It's tempting to get one yourself. The big tech firms lure you in with amazing marketing, showing off the amazing benefits and features, only for you to buy in and never really use any of those features, because you can practically do it all on your phone in less time. Or be honest, if you own a smartwatch and regularly wear it on your wrist, when was the last time you actually did anything else than just check the time? Write it into the comments below. I'm happy to be proven wrong. Now, here on the screen is another video that you might be interested in. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I wish you a wonderful day and I will see you in the next video.